Jasmine,
Yeah.
uh, when you woke earlier this evening, you had a text on your phone number from a number you did not expect to see.
Uh, I look at that phone and there's two emotions that I immediately feel. One is, ah, and the other is, I wonder what he wants. So it's very conflicting feelings. So I open that message and what does it say?
Heard you were in town. I'm a little upset you didn't come see me first. Uh, Meet me here to talk. And signed off with mi princesa.
Me, princessa. And then I take a nice cleaning shower and get ready because I want to look good, even though I'm pissed off. And that's what I do. I take about like a long time because I want this person to see me and be like, "Oh wow," but also to have this feeling of, "Oh wow, she's angry at me," but also she looks real pretty. So that's the feeling that I am going for as I'm getting ready for that meeting.
You are certainly able to do so. There is a pinned location. It is a place that you know this person likes to frequent. You've been here at least once before. Um, it is a 2, 3 story building. Uh, Old building in Dallas, kind of off from where the touristy areas are. It's maybe an art studio on occasion, but you are aware that this person likes to get up to some more nefarious purposes on occasion.
Mm-hmm.
So it might not be your favorite location in the world.
I am prepared to run in case something happens. That is what I'm doing for that.
And whenever you leave, it takes you a little bit of time. There's some traffic. Again, there might be a sense of pleasure on having to leave him on red for a little bit.
Well, I left them on red. I didn't reply at all. I actually, what I did was I typed a bunch of stuff so that he would see the dots for like 10, 15 minutes, deleted everything and closed my phone. That's what I wanted. I wanted to make sure he saw me type something, delete it, and then just left him on red.
Excellent, excellent. You do know he's probably fuming.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's great. You find parking in a parking garage downtown. Um, there is a very old sports car, like a muscle car, black. You know exactly whose car that is. Um,
Is it my
uh,
best friend or is it?
it it's your bestie.
Oh, it's my bestie. All right, cool. I didn't realize my bestie was here as well. I am more concerned that they're both here.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I'm like, I'm gonna care. Like, the presence of both of them is not a good thing. Separately, it's whatever. I'm more excited to see my bestie, but both of them in the same place, it's not great. Nope. So I'm careful now. If before my energy was walking in, head high, heels, whatever. Now the energy is I really need to be careful and get ready to run in case something bad is happening.
Bit more cautious. Um, as you are entering the building, um, you do see your bestie walking down the stairs, looking a little like he's trying to hide the fact that he's upset about how things have gone for his night. But when he sees you, like he instantly plays it off, like does the hand through the hair to like smooth it out,
Mhm.
gives you a grin.
Hey,
Hey,
you okay?
it's been a better night.
Mm. Knowing he's here, it's always never a great thing. He texted me to come.
Yeah, I figured he would. Yeah, he was here. He's not here. Um, you missed him by like, and he does one thing where he like pushes his sleeve back to like pretend to look at a watch.
Right.
Because he doesn't actually have a watch on. Like 10, 15 minutes.
Ah. Okay. Would you care to explain what happened?
I could, but there's a padre upstairs that might have more information on it. Could be a little bit more interesting to get it from him.
But why?
Because it's fun and amusing.
All right. Well, I'm in town. Obviously, you can see me.
I mean, are you actually? He does reach over and poke you on the shoulder. Oh, you are corporeal. Never mind.
Yes, I'm here. Hello, I'm in town. I'll text you. Same number?
I think so. If Banna doesn't answer, try the other one.
Okay, sure. I'll see you around, I guess.
I'll see you.
Bye.
What are you doing next Thursday?
I don't know. Nothing important. Why?
No reason.
Okay, well, text me.
I'll text you.
Okay.
You look pretty today.
Thank you. This is intentional.
I know he would be fuming
Yeah.
and
Great.
end up and flustered. It's great. It's a great look. You
Thank
should take like a selfie of yourself and send it to him so that when he wakes up, he can get it full effect.
He's not awake?
Oh no, he's not awake.
Is this a worrying not awake or just a late
Uh, more along the lines of he got his ass handed to him, and he's probably gonna wake up with a migraine. And
I wish I was there to see that. Did you do that, or was it Padre that did that?
it was Padre. I came in
Um,
last minute as rescue, but I don't honestly care if he ends up a dust stain on the floor.
Oh yeah, I absolutely don't care about that too, and you can tell that she's lying. That's not even she's not even hiding it at all. So yeah, sure, I don't care that he. I have to thank Padre for that
Mm,
for that whole thing. Yeah,
You you
that's definitely what I'm gonna do
you
right
you
now.
you should thank him. I'm gonna go. Well, actually, no, I've got business to attend to. I can't go have fun, but I will text you. You have a wonderful night. You look
I will
amazing.
try. Thank you.
Uh, also, ignore the chaos that's in there.
Okay, I will try.
And he scoots past you, walking just a little bit faster. You see him poke his head outside, and he goes, "Hope you brought an umbrella. It looks like rain."
Sure.
Disappears outside.
And I make my way to where I was told Padre was.
The person has a room upstairs. It is a corner room towards the back on the left-hand side of the building. The door is wide open. Looks like it's been knocked almost off the hinges. Um, as you peer inside, the lights are slightly on. There's two on, two off. The window's completely busted out. There is his desk in there that has been knocked about, and so there's papers that have spilled all over the floor. Um, and inside you see uh, uh, a priest with a giant sword.
I cautiously knock on the side of the doorless entrance now. Just knock to not surprise him, just to make sure I've made a noise and like that. Hello?
The surprise is there for sure. So like think at the time that you were walking in, you would see him like pulling this sword out of the ceiling because it had been lodged there. like going to put it away on his back, but stops like halfway and turns around and obviously takes like a defensive kind of stance. He's tall, like 6'2", military cut kind of hair. But other than that, looks like a Catholic priest, like neck thing and everything, full outfit. With like a black kind of duster coat on and combat boots. He's got like a scar like on the right side of his face from like his eye down to the middle of his cheek. Wow. Who are you? Hopefully not backup.
Definitely not backup. And I am Jasmine is standing in front of you with like a sort of hands up, sort of submissive, like I'm trying to make myself not look dangerous. Jasmine is short, 5'4", but has tall energy. That's just me. But it's, you know, it's 5'4", short, and is like totally looks ditzy right now. And like, hi, so sorry. Not backup. Very, very much not backup.
So you also see like if it wasn't apparent before, this is definitely kindred because like skin is super pale. His lips are like pitch black when he's got like you're not sure if it's a scar or a tattoo or something, but it's like a black upside down cross on his forehead. But I'm gonna go ahead and rouse for blush of life, and I did not get hungrier. And like just right in front of you, all of that stuff fades away, and he looks perfectly normal, like a regular person.
Right. I was supposed to meet someone here, and they're not here.
Are you sure this is the right room?
I don't know. But I don't think you're the person I'm supposed to meet.
Moderately tall, blonde, and brooding.
I haven't seen him in a long time, so maybe I've forgotten what that person looks like, and we were was supposed to. He had texted me to come here to meet him, and yeah, he isn't here.
No doubt that you will likely not see him ever again if it is up to me. So, sorry for crushing your hopes, but
my hopes aren't crushed.
Oh, good.
Yes, that's actually a very good thing.
I am going to go over to the window and like I assume that there are still like little shards of glass on it that are kind of like in the frame, you know, like when a window breaks, it never breaks cleanly. So I'm gonna like break off one of those and let me rouse again. I don't get hungrier. I'm gonna cut my palm with that and like wipe my hand on the little pieces of glass that are left, and they kind of like bubble away until there's no glass left. Covering up any trace of like if there were any blood from the people that crashed through this window, it is no longer there.
I've never seen that done ever. Ever.
You did
something
see
we all can do.
You did see speckles of blood on what left of the glass. You just watch as it vanishes.
Yeah. No, this is me talking to Max, and I said I've never seen that done ever. Is that something we all can do?
No,
Oh,
this is something special that certain people can do.
and by people you mean vampires, right? Because I am one and you're one, obviously.
No, not oh, okay, yes, but no, actually. Oh my god.
Okay.
I turn
Well,
around and I've put the sword away at this point, and I just kind of like take a look around the room again, just to make sure that there's like no clear evidence of anything left behind.
The room is trashed. You do see at least 2 lamps are broken. Again, the table is kind of busted up. You also see the drawer briefly move before it stops.
The drawer of like a dresser or something, nightstand.
The desk.
Like it closes or it opens?
It kind of looks like it was shaking a bit.
I'm gonna walk over and like go to check it. Okay, you are friends with this person.
no, I'm not.
Acquaintances,
No, I'm not.
but you know
I
them.
say enemies.
Yet
Yeah.
your enemy, I like pull the drawer out as I'm looking at her just confused before I look back to it. Your enemy summoned you and you came.
Yeah. Isn't that sad?
I shake my head and look down at whatever's inside the drawer.
Inside the drawer, you see a variety of papers, looks like sketches, also a notebook.
I'm gonna skim it. Like I'm gonna pick up the notebook and I'm just gonna like flip through it. I'm not gonna read actually anything, but like I want to see what's in there.
Bunch of writing in Polish.
Okay. I also what's on the papers?
Sketches. Looks like he has been drawing. You see the skyline of Dallas. The side profile of a very familiar mortician that you punched in the back of the neck at one point in time. Also looks like some sketches of just some other people you would assume either human, maybe kindred.
Do any of them look like Jasmine?
In the back, yes, there is one that looks like Jasmine, and this one is actually watercolored.
So I'm gonna pull all of the papers out and the journal. I'm gonna fold up all the ones that aren't that one and put them in the journal and then put it in the inside pocket of my coat. I'm gonna like hold up this watercolor of her and look, and I'm gonna be like, I just nod and I look at her and then I hold it around and I say, "Is this you?"
Yeah. It apparently is.
You have a strange definition for enemies, and I fold it and put it in the pocket too.
Astor is a very strange man.
Strange is not the word that I would give to him, but sure.
Evil?
Yes.
Yeah. Then that is
Conniving, slithery.
Bastard is another one.
Does he not have a father?
None that taught him any manners.
That explains a lot.
Mm.
Anyway, do I see anything else in here, storyteller, that could tell a story beyond somebody roughed somebody up in here?
No. No, other than that, it looks like somebody just got into a fight.
I look out the window and see that rain is starting to come in. Oh, okay. Well, Father Maximus, I walk over to her and hold out my hand.
Jasmine. And I shake the hand.
Jasmine. Well, I'm gonna have to call a ride because my business here is concluded. What are you going to do?
Do you mind if I join you?
That's going to depend on a few things.
Well, I'm new in town. I don't know much about, and at this point, she whispers, vampires.
Kindred.
I am one, unfortunately.
Kindred. We don't call ourselves vampires.
Kindred. I am
There you
one,
go.
unfortunately. And let's just say I didn't have the healthiest of education. And I'm kind of curious what it would be like to be around, I want to say, normalish kindred.
None of us are normal.
Agreed.
Of course you don't have a good education. Nobody in this city has a good education. None of the kindred that come here bother teaching their child how to survive and exist as a functioning member of our society. So I suppose that Heaven's Halfway House is going to take on another foster.
Okay.
I almost said happily, but that would be a lie, and I try not to lie.
That's great. Thanks.
What family are you from?
Oh, you want my last name? Bayani.
No. I pull up a flip phone, and this phone is like 20 years old, clearly, to you. Like, it is an ancient artifact. And I text Anne, or not Anne, sorry, Rhea. My bad. Need pickup and like a physical address. There's no pin drop. It's just the address of where I'm at. And like, don't even bother to look for a response. It's just, hey, this is where I'm at. We're done with what we were here to do. Okay. So no, I don't need to know your last name. I'm asking you what kind of kindred you are. What clan are you?
I don't know what that means.
Do you have a concept of clan? This is a very important question.
The people that turned me
Embraced
wasn't
you.
really
It's a proper
interested.
embraced. It's a proper
I see.
terminology.
Cool. The people that embraced me didn't really spend time teaching me, and I did mostly run away afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been living on my own for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I feel much better, sort of, about my current position in life, I have come home. I know nothing about what I am,
Okay.
except for the stuff I watch on TV, which is apparently not at all. I mean, I'm not surprised.
It's
but
mostly fake.
it's great. It is. That's great. Yeah.
There are some things that are correct, but very little. We actually have controlled that throughout history.
No, that makes
too.
sense. Yeah.
So, okay. So did you get the sense that the people that embraced you didn't explain to you because they didn't know, or because they meant you shouldn't care?
It was more of they didn't think I would survive long enough to matter.
Do you feel like you were brought into a cult? That's a much simpler explanation.
Yeah, they were very much very weird.
Culty behavior.
Yeah, I
Like
guess that's
everybody
what
had to drink each other's blood out of the same cup. Kind of stuff.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna say a really funny
I-
word, and you'll recognize it if you've heard it before because it's funny. So just tell me if you recognize the word.
Okay.
Does vernaculum ring a bell to
No.
you?
At all. What?
Nothing. Okay. Do you know what it feels like to hit over the back of the head with a shovel?
Maybe?
You remember waking up in a shallow grave with a bunch of other bodies?
I try not to think about the night I woke up.
These are important questions. I know I'm being a
I
little bit
understand.
cryptic.
I understand. Let's just say all I remember was crawling out of a grave and an asshole standing in front of me.
Okay. Perfect. Another one. All right. Fine. And I like gently but firmly at the same time, like put my hand around your shoulder and like turn you and just like kindly gesture you out of the room and towards the stairs. Like we're walking now.
Okay.
Okay. There's a lot to learn here. And we've probably got 10 or 15 minutes until our ride gets here. So I hope you came prepared to be schooled because I will tell you as much as I can based off of what you told me.
All right. That sounds great.
And I'm just going to explain to her the difference in the three major factions and the theory that she was probably embraced by somebody in the Sabbat, but just got, fuck all of the experience of what is supposed to happen there. And then decided to run away, which I will clearly make a point that she's lucky. Because normally that does not happen.
You are able to do so. And as you are giving her the entirety of the explanation, we are going to go across town to a couple individuals who are up to something entirely different. Yep. Lesh, you were a bit surprised to be put on a task tonight. This was not your usual night to do stuff like this, but there was a sense of urgency, and
They ruined comic night.
yes, they certainly did. You can mark that in the book of things that you will fight the Seneschal over. But he has sent you given you a list of buildings, and said one of them is going to be a hunter hangout, and they are planning something, and he believes your comic book store is a target. It is a 2-story office building, glass. There is no sign that anybody is home outside.
Well, first, did Lesh successfully do what we talked about before we started?
Yes.
Okay. And Lesh knows for a fact that this individual is in position.
Yes.
Okay. So with that, Lesh is gonna start creeping around.
Go ahead and make me a dexterity and stealth roll.
Dice don't fail me now.
Oh Lord.
No successes. I told you. I
You
told you.
you know what? Your natural one kingness survives even on a different dice roller. It is the roll 20 curse. We will ignore it. You could spend a point of willpower and re-roll 3 of the dice if you would
I'm gonna
like.
have to, especially since Lesh thinks this is dangerous. Oh, all right, spending willpower. Oh my god,
And
that
here
is
are
one success
one
total.
success. And here you wanted to use roll 20. That would have been an epic failure.
It was already an epic failure.
You are wandering around the edges of this building. You think you're being sneaky. But as you're kind of like scooting by what looks to be a smoking area, you see a van pull into the parking lot with an owl that lands on its hood.
Lesh definitely thinks this is unusual, but he also thinks he's hidden, so he's just gonna stand around, probably like an idiot, and try to observe this van.
Rhea, this was where Steph was leading you. It is very clearly an abandoned building. There are no cars. There is nothing. As you slow the van to maybe a park, Seth lands on the hood, kind of turns and looks at you, and just kind of like does the owl thing where he cocks his head to the one side, like, I'm done.
Cool. No lights, no cars. This is a business building, like a business park, or like sort of separate on its own?
It is in a business park area. So across the street, you see another office complex. This one, whatever used to be there, the sign is gone. It's just a blank slab of concrete. Go ahead and roll me a wits and awareness roll. Let's see if you see Lesh.
Shouldn't be hard.
You never know. You never know.
3 successes.
Yeah, you see Lesh. You see a man kind of hiding. He again appears to think he is hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Where is he hiding?
Lesh would probably try to hide in a bush. One of those rhododendrons is typically outside of these buildings.
Perfect. I'll turn the van, like take a big wide swing and turn the van in that direction. And as the van approaches, like you just hear kind of like the thumping of what you think is probably Iron Maiden, but you're not entirely sure. And as I get close up to the bush, I'll just turn the lights on you. And I'll roll down the window. Sup?
Lesh is literally looking around because he still thinks he's hidden. He probably thinks someone has snuck up behind him, like, it can't be me. That's Lesh in his head right now. But he won't respond.
Can I help you, dude?
Lesh looks around again, and then he slowly points at himself while still on the bush.
Yeah, man, you. I can see you. I flash the lights. Like, I can see you, man.
Lesh will stand up. They're like, what? No way. I was totally hidden. Who even are you?
I was going to ask you the same question, followed by, what are you doing here?
Investigating something. Might be some bad news around here. Folks that get hurt.
Yeah, that's just sort of normal.
Oh yeah, you be getting a good look at Lesh since he stood up and you got the lights on him. So to describe Lesh, he's about 5'8". He has pretty much a single braid, like a top knot, almost long hair. He's got 3D glasses, but with the lenses removed. On his facial wear, he definitely has a security guard's vest. Like, definitely looks like, security guard, not like a combat vest, but it's got the pockets and things like that. And he's got on some jeans and a comic book graphic tee of insert popular comic book line in story.
Excellent. So I see the vest. Do I get any indication that he is kindred?
Go ahead and actually, Lesh, would you activate a Blush of Life to sneak around?
He wouldn't have, because he would have thought he was hidden.
Go ahead and make me a Wits and Insight roll. It's fairly low difficulty.
How low?
What'd you get?
2.
Oh yeah, no, you can tell he's kindred.
Yeah, he
The,
ain't
the
hiding
way
it.
the way the lights bounce off of him, you're like,
What kind of trouble, man?
You know, it might be some people at this comic shop that I like to go to. They could get hurt. Say there might be a little gang or something that might be happening through here. So I thought if I could bust up the party, you know, let the proper authorities know, no harm done. Everybody gets to go home and drink a juice box.
Yeah, what kind of juice box are you talking about?
Now Lesh is going to literally tip his glasses low, give that look, like that look, and can he roll insight to see is she talking about what I think she's talking about?
Sure. Let's see here.
Because he has seen Owl, which is suspicious, but I don't know how much Lesh will put together.
And as you look at Rhea, she's clearly sort of out of time a little bit.
Well, like in Lesh's mind, you could be one of those those like commune girls that just age real well. So
Oh, well.
exact. So that's him. So that is Wits Insight.
Yes, Wits and
Okay.
Insight.
Yay, 2 successes.
You are getting the inference that juice box is not an apple juice box.
And well, Lesh will literally do finger guns and be like, I never said fruit juice. And start walking over to the driver's side of the van.
So if he starts walking up to the driver's side, like I get the feeling this guy's pretty affable, but I am just gonna put my hand by the needle by the center console, just lightly. So you're here scouting out to see if there's trouble?
Yeah, I got a tip off from I mean, if you are whom I think you are, and we hang in the same circles that we may or may not, got a tip off from a very important certain someone that there could be some people gathering here that are pretty dangerous to our kind. So I know I can throw a punch or two, but I don't exactly know about you, dude. Cool
Don't
owl
worry
though.
about me. Don't worry about the owl either.
Steph's kind of
Um,
puffing up that somebody noticed him.
I'm gonna glance over to where I think like maybe the entrance or exit is, where I'm nearby. Just looking to see if I see Maximus or movement or anything.
You don't see anything.
Great. Hey, I'm here to pick up a friend. You say you can throw a punch?
Lesh nods, half smile.
Get in the van.
Why would I do a thing like that? It might be an emergency here. Lesh gestures to the building.
Right. So if you can throw a punch, and again, you don't have to worry about me, and I know my friend too. So if there's trouble here, we're probably better uh, together.
So what, you're gonna like drive through the building or something?
If I have to. Oh, my poor van. I don't think it's going to come to that.
Okay, dude. Lesh will hop in.
Door closes behind, and then I'll start to pretty far out, kind of circle the building, see if I can see any movement. Maximus texted me, so I'm guessing he's coming out somewhere.
As you're starting to circle the building, you look down at the address that he texted you and realize that it is a completely different building. This was the building that Seth was taking you to. Seth's kind of hopped inside the van, is sitting in the passenger seat, just kind of looking at you, like looking at the window. Every once in a while turning and just doing the owl look at Lesh in the back, just like trying sussing him out a little bit, just like
Lesh waves amicably.
Shit. And I go under the console in the front seat and I grab a Thomas guide and I throw it back to Lesh and I'm like, can you find this address? And I just tell him the address.
So now you want to go away from the place.
Now I need to go 2 places. Shit.
Lesh will help.
So are there lights in the parking lot? Like the posts and stuff?
yeah, there are. Those are on. You don't see any lights in the building. But you can tell one of the back doors is looks like it's been wedged open.
I'll kind of roll close to that. I'm also rolling to see if I can find like a loading dock. Like
Go
a
ahead,
back
make me wits and awareness. Lesh, the address she tells you, you're easily able to plot it as you've worked in a building over near it. That's on the other side of town.
Apparently this building or whatever is on the opposite side of town. If you want to catch your dude, do that, whatever, you got to get a move on.
If you did me in the wrong direction. And I rolled a 4.
You are able to find the loading dock, not a problem. It's not open, but again, you see another door that's wedged open. And when you make a mention of taking the wrong way, Steph kind of gives you an indignant hoot from the side, just kind of like,
I get it. We all got our own priorities. I'll pull near the wedged open door if there's. I mean, there's no other cars. Like we're just this giant green van blaring music. Like there's no subtlety to this at all. I'll turn the music off as if that's gonna help.
At this point, has Lesh picked up on the door being wedged open?
yes.
Okay. So definitely seeing that, like, Lesh is going to attempt stealth mode again and be like, okay, dudette, looks like we got a little mission on our hands.
Every
he's doing
night's
that.
weirder. I'm Rhea.
Name's Lesh Dotson. And he's going to half smile at you, but he's focused on the door. And looking at him, you can tell this is a guy who's no stranger to this.
I literally can't resist helping someone. It's a problem. Hey Lesh, just I'm not interested in meeting the final death tonight, okay? So I'll help you out, man, but
I'm keeping you out of harm's way if I can do that. And I'm not keeping you here against your will or anything, but I do want to make sure this place checks out and nothing crazy is happening in here. So that Lesh will open the back door again. He's going to attempt to sneak in through the door and see what he can pick up on.
Reroll your wits and stealth.
Dexterity and stealth,
grab
or
my
wits and
bag.
stealth?
Dexterity and stealth, sorry.
Okay. About to say, you taking
I'll
dice
grab
away
my
from
bag.
me? Grabbing your bag? Yeah.
I'm gonna
You
grab
guys
my
grab your
bag with all my sharp things in it. Close the van and as stealthily as I can follow behind him.
Dexterity and stealth as well.
That was better. That was
Ooh.
better.
3.
3 as well.
You're able to get towards the door. You don't hear any noises, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. And as you open it up, the inside is absolutely silent.
I would like to activate heightened senses.
Go ahead. What are you focused on? Smell, sight, or hearing?
Hearing.
So go ahead and roll me your wits and your aspects.
What's the one that's going to let Lash move around a little bit easier on the celerity side? Is that fleetness for this?
Yes, fleetness
Okay.
will make you move a little faster.
All right. I will rouse. What is it? Passive? Okay.
No, it's rouse.
Okay. Okay. I see it now. All right. Okay. So I just get to add my celerity to it. So yeah, let me rouse for that. Yay, he gets hungrier.
Ria, what did you get on your wits and aspects roll?
What's a 2?
You are using your hearing. Again, it is quiet. You don't even hear the AC humming.
I put my finger to my lips and I whisper to Lash. Miss them. It is quiet in here.
Lush nods. And Lush is gonna like 2-finger gesture at I'm gonna investigate a little bit further.
I'll keep aspects active and stay like 5 feet behind him.
As you're moving through the building, it is a little dark in here. I don't know if either one of you can see in the dark or have a flashlight or anything.
Oh, I probably have a flashlight.
As you are going through it, again, it is ridiculously quiet. You are able to get towards the back where it looks like there was an office at one point set up. There is a computer there. It's turned off. There are some journals, looks like a map, but everything's kind of strewn around. Looks like somebody was leaving in a hurry.
Lush is gonna attempt to investigate this map.
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead and pick it up. As you look it over, I will let you roll a wits and investigation.
And that is not gonna go well, but I will do my best.
It will go fine. We have faith.
I don't know why.
While he's doing that, I'm going to look around for signs of human. Like, are there water cups, food, refuse? Are these people or not people?
Go ahead, wits and investigation.
So close. Oh yeah, no, I didn't change my hunger pool. Let me re-roll that.
Oh, that's 2 10s and an 8.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's 2 successes.
2 successes. The map, you do see the comic book store is circled, along with a couple of other locations. One is a little further down. You recognize the street as you being friendly with one of the coteries down there. It is not the Cat Cafe, but it is a diner where the diner was, and it has an X through it. The Cat Cafe is also circled, but it has a question mark on it. Ria, however, with your very, very lovely 5 with a crit, you are able to see that there is food. There is an empty couple of cups and a ramen in the trash. There is some looks like an empty aspirin bottle, and like band-aids. It looks like someone spilled band-aids behind the desk. So definitely people were here.
Well, whoever was here, my friend Lash, we're super stressed out as I show him the aspirin bottle, and I'm looking at like clearly they're just eating ramen and looks like a late night situation to me.
They're
I
on
want to take
that
a look at this
college
map. Is the
diet.
church on the map?
Lesh will willingly like just absolutely give Rhea the map because he's already like big frowning and he's hungrier. So his clan trait is coming to the surface a little bit more. So like Lesh originally definitely struck you as very easygoing, very cool, calm, and collected. Now he is noticeably a little more agitated than when you first talked to him.
You see the cat cafe, the diner with the X through it, and the church is also circled.
What's the church
I
to
hand
you,
the map
Dudette?
back to Lash. The church is where I live. It's complicated. I hand him the map back. We should take this with us. The journals. Anything in those journals?
Didn't get to him quite yet, Dudette. You want to take a try at it?
Yeah, I'm gonna start flipping through some papers.
The papers look like a list of missions that have been completed. It is a running tally of places they've been, places they haven't been, stuff that's been marked out, kind of like, oh, well, this turned out to be nothing. This was actually something. The very, very bottom of it just has a phone number, and next to it, it just says EM.
I take the page with the phone number. The computer's off.
Yes, the computer's off.
May I
Lash, are you any good with computers?
Lesh shrugs. Like, I mean, I know how to use a few apps.
Is it like a laptop? Is it a tower?
It is a laptop. It is a laptop put onto a docking station with 2 monitors plugged into it.
One of those.
Cool. I take the laptop.
You're able to take
And I
the
look
laptop.
for drawers that maybe have a flash drive or discs or anything.
You do not see any discs nor flash drives. But in the
Looks
very,
like I got a
very
new laptop.
in the very, very bottom drawer, you do actually find a couple rounds of ammo.
Is it regular ammo?
No, it is armor piercing.
Oh no.
Okay.
Can Lesh attempts an abstract roll?
Sure, what are you attempting?
I would like to use my streetwise to see if Lesh sees any like stray evidence that can help him kind of ascertain if this is a local gang he's familiar with, use his word on the street.
Sure, what's
See
the
if
streetwise?
his streetwise is it's a 3, but he also has his geek core, so
Would not apply.
all right. I'll roll 3 then. Do I get an attribute and a skill or just a skill?
Wits.
Okay, you got it.
Because you're thinking on
Survey
your feet.
says 1 success. I can't do nothing around here.
It doesn't look like anyone you've seen. You're not seeing any of the signs. The ammo is the one thing that you raised your eyebrows about the most. Because it is unusual. But again, the information you did receive did say that it was hunters.
Mhm.
Only one other person has a better ear to the street, and that would be Sammy, who works at the cat cafe, who often is into trouble and mischief, and probably could give you more information if you took anything to him.
For sure. But Lesh will say out loud to Rhea, he'll be like, AP rounds, not good. The center bro might be right. Might be hunters about.
I'm sorry, you just said the Seneschal sent you?
He tipped me off.
Okay, Rhea tucks that piece of information away for later. All right, so they're going to know we were here. So we have a couple of options. We could leave it as it is and just let them find out, or we could, and I listened very carefully, there's no one in this building for sure sees.
Not no one. You're not even picking up anything. No movement, no nothing.
Or we could just set it on fire.
Lesh really does not like the sound of that. Like, let's just leave. Can we not add arson to our list here?
Sure.
And yeah, Lesh will be moving because he still has his fleetness on, so he'll be moving.
You guys are able to leave back to the van.
Except I follow. Yeah.
Seth is still sitting in the passenger seat, chilling out, looking like he's having the best time of his life. Just kind of looking at you, looking at Lesh, looks back at you, and just kind of looks out the window.
So we got to pick up your people or something?
Yeah. And I give Steph a scritchy.
Happy owl noises.
Let's go. Hold on.
The Iron Maiden is resuming.
Oh, for sure. Full blast.
Excellent.
While Rhea is driving, Lex is going to text his contact and ask, has anything happened?
You get a text back of no. We're having an epic night without you though, bro.
Frowny face, red face emoji with expletives. You better not take my piece, send.
You get the little shrug emoji.
Like Lesh is definitely agitated about something. Like Rhea is looking at him.
Ria, as you are driving back to the other side of the city, rain does start dropping down on the car. Seth kind of gives like an indignant hoot again and kind of like nestles himself down because he does not like the rain. And that is where we will go to break. Ria and Lesh, you guys were driving back to the city. You actually do make it back to where Maximus had texted you the address fairly easily. Maximus, as you're standing inside telling Jasmine the story of the 3 different factions in Kindred Society, you do see Ria's van pull up outside. It
He's
is
getting the
raining.
birds and the bees.
Yeah. The birds and the bees and other things.
It is raining a little bit more outside. It's not a full on downpour just yet. But you're able to get to the van. You try to go for the passenger's door, and Seth's head just pops up and stares at you. Like absolutely not. He's not giving up his seat.
I will push my way into that seat.
Go ahead and make me a dexterity and athletics roll because he is going to peck you.
Over
Lesh is
initiative.
just go like, I assume this is your friend.
I'm going to ignore that seat and climb in the back.
4 successes.
He gets a couple good ones in on you, but you're able to nudge him out of the passenger seat.
I leave the armrest for him if he wants to stay on the armrest.
He gives you one look and flies to the back.
Okay. Hey, I also like I would have like opened the door for Jasmine. Like I would have had my coat off and like over her head. Maximus is a traditionalist and he's got outdated thinking, so chivalry is a thing for him.
Awesome. Jasmine will appreciate it and thank him.
Hi.
As
Oh,
Maximus. Yeah, when you settle in, I'm gonna look at Jasmine. Looks like you made a new friend too.
I look in the back seat. Ditto.
Lesh will just raise his hand. Sup?
Jasmine.
E pluribus unum, padre. Yeah.
There's a
Was
look
that
of
Latin?
not being impressed.
Lesh
I
is
will whisper to
oblivious.
Maximus. I met him while he was on his way to do a little errand for the seneschal.
I look back and kind of like do a double take and assume that I recognize the face, but can't put a name to it.
Yeah. Lesh, also, you do recognize Maximus. You've heard that the Seneschal used to have a kindred who was also a priest on his court, his role of people he asked at one point in time. So you two are a little familiar with each other.
Oh,
Wait
yeah,
a minute. You're that sword priest, like out of that one comic book. You know where they cut the other dude's head off?
I have been known to behead folks.
I didn't know you were
Yes.
friends with this fine dude, Ed.
Oh, hi.
And this other
Um,
fine dude, Ed.
Right.
I'll-
Cool.
Yeah, also, Rhea, just to reiterate, clear usage of blush from Maximus right now. Like, no tattoo, no, doesn't look like he just came out of a goth makeup store. Sif, and I'm like, as I get into the car, yeah, so, our little problem child was dealt with and is in storage, I'm assuming, Rhea?
I'll have to ask the storyteller. Do I know that that's true?
Yes, you got a text from Vi saying she
Okay.
dumped his butt in the cell, and she is taking off.
Yeah. Our stray has been put in a cage.
Okay, good. So Rhea, Jasmine, Rhea. I look at Rhea and I'm like, I will let you introduce yourself how you feel is appropriate. And I like glance ever so slightly at her forehead.
That's obvious
I keep
cause
my
for
eyes on the
suspicion for
road.
Lesh. Can I roll for that?
Max, go ahead and
Oh,
roll
no.
me composure and subterfuge. Less you can roll me wits and insight.
All right. I'm sorry.
Or
dog, but,
resolve, Max. Or resolve, whichever one's higher.
Okay.
but that was way too over, and Lesh is watching his surroundings right now. I believe that's 5 for me. Oh wow. Okay.
I got 2 with a 1 on a hunger die.
I got 4 successes, 2 on hunger.
He's looking at her face, but it's a little hard to say. Maybe he's looking at her hair as well, because you are in the back seat. So you see he's not looking her in the eyes, but upwards a little bit. And again, that's not uncommon for kindred.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know the seneschal can mind wipe somebody. So, context wise, you're missing the context, but you know you can fill in the blanks of maybe she can wipe minds too.
But you gotta remember, Lesh knows of the sword priest, quote unquote, and how dangerous they can be. So
Yeah,
if this
so
is
it's
cause for concern, Lesh is like, there's
the
something
vibe
here.
that you would probably be getting from Maximus more is like he, since you won, like he's definitely trying to hide something, but it's not about him, and he's trying to like be polite to Rhea.
Yeah, Lesh will pick up on that. Then he'll be respectful.
I will try and make eye. I won't turn around. I'll keep facing the road. I'll try and make eye contact with Jasmine in the rearview mirror and give her like a sup. I'm Rhea. I
I
drive the
don't know what
van.
I am, apparently.
She is not brand new. No, she's not brand new. She's not like
Here.
okay, we have encountered brand new in the last month. So she's not brand new. But
Might
like
as well be though, right?
no, trust me, you're better off than brand new. You at least know how to feed yourself.
That much they taught me.
She has a similar background to me. Wink.
Like I can't use an iPhone 12 kind of way.
No,
or like
no. As she's probably sitting there on
use
her
an
phone
iPhone 12?
texting.
And I am on my phone texting it at this point. You can't use an
no,
iPhone.
like this is a really bad comparison, but like she was introduced to our life by the communists.
Les is just looking completely perplexed.
Rhea's brow is furrowing.
She started in the Sabbat.
Okay.
Okay, God, I try to do this in code so that we're not blatant. And yeah, she was a Sabbat. She's a shovelhead, and she was one of the lucky ones that got to run away. So she has no idea what the hell's going on.
That is correct.
I just gave her the 15-minute version of what kindred society is. So there's definitely gaps that
Checking
still
out
need to be filled.
Jasmine in the mirror. Wait, do you not know what you are?
Not really.
I think I have a guess.
I try not to look excited, and I'm kind of side glancing at Maximus like I'm gonna get excited.
You're driving and it's raining.
I can help you with that
She can help you with that.
if you want. If you want to
Do
know.
you want me to advise her of the things that she should? Is this a learning experience for her or for you, Rhea? That's what's important right now. She can help you with that. I look back at Jasmine.
Sure. That might be fun, I guess. Do I have like special
for the
magic powers
church?
like he does? Like just for me?
Do you I look at Jasmine, I'm like, are you afraid of needles?
No. Should I be?
I look at Rhea and I'm like, hold out my hand. I know she's got one on her. She always has multiple.
I hit the center console with my elbow and it pops open and there's like a neat stack of little needles.
I pull out like a little syringe that's made for drawing blood.
Les just thinking about how we reacted when seeing the drugs back at the building and then seeing this array of needles and syringes, and you can see his brow furrowing. You could tell he's inferring something.
No, wrong idea. She is a traveling nurse by trade.
Oh,
so that's why.
It's easy to get juice boxes when you're running blood drives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I just didn't know if you were like, dealing or something like that, because that would have been pretty problematic.
Oh no, man. No, I'm that's too harmful. I've seen what that can do to people and not people. Yeah, no, man, we're not doing that.
It does
That's
less
just a
to
thumbs
not
up.
people, but yeah, okay. Anyway, so Jasmine, how Rhea can help you is with a little bit of your blood. So you can either draw your own blood if you know how to, or I can do it for you.
Question. This isn't gonna do something weird to me, right? Where I'm like, somehow you like, you know how some stories where fays get your true name and stuff like that? Would this do something weird like that to me?
I don't think actually. Wait, hold on.
Because I know
No, it will not. It will not.
I know
I've
as
just
much-
realized that I have something that Maximus forgot that he had and
I just
knows
want to
about
make
now.
sure that, I mean, you guys all seem very nice and all, but I know.
Wait, is Jasmine not your real name?
No, Jasmine is my real name. But
Oh,
I was
okay.
more talking about, like, if I give you my blood, is it the same as giving a fairy on TV my real name kind of thing?
Oh, no, you're not going to be
Oh,
beholden to her.
No,
Wait.
it doesn't work that way. If I'm not it's a single use thing. Like once I can determine what you are, but once I've done that, the single use is up. I can't use it for anything else.
You can do that, dude?
Okay. I mean, sure, I guess.
Thing.
It's wizard stuff.
You're a wizard too?
We kindred call it Tremere.
Oh,
I kind of look at Lesh.
Lesh has that moment of realization, like it all clicks.
I have no idea
so-
what it means, but sure.
Vampire blood wizards, my dude.
I mean,
Yeah, they're pretty terrifying. I'm not going to lie to you. And coming from me, that's saying something.
all right. Well, I just bite my what?
No, I literally like have a syringe in my hand.
Okay, well here.
This is much more humane than you like biting your Also, Rhea doesn't like to get. Come on, you would mess up the shag carpet.
It's a very nice shag carpet.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that to happen.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna draw a syringe worth of blood from Vitae from her.
All right, cool.
And Lesh is kind of observing out the window. He's on the lookout to see if he can spot some trouble during the transit.
Go ahead and make me with some awareness.
Let's see how this one goes. Oh, okay.
Rhea, if you're gonna do it in the car, you can go ahead and attempt to roll your thing.
Hey Ari, can I
ahead.
also roll the thing?
I'd like to wait till we get to the church, though. I think
I'm not going
I don't want to do it
to.
while driving.
Well, sure, you can roll the thing if you would like to roll the thing.
Yeah, I would like to roll the thing.
Lesh, what did you get?
I got 2 successes. I narrowly avoided a bestial failure. Narrowly.
Oh Lord. It's downpouring outside. People are driving super slow, like they've never seen rain before, and this is a whole new experience for them. So there's a bit of traffic. The train is still going. People are, huddled underneath the overpasses for the train. Overall, you don't see any crime. You can hear sirens on occasion, but again, it's a stormy night and you're in the major city, so that's just background noise at this point.
Well, Lesh is still doing his due diligence.
So Maximus tries to do this as sneakily as he can, but he is not covert in this because this is a very new thing for him. And like I don't know if Lesh or Jasmine would pick up on it, but like Rhea would definitely.
Actually.
Yeah, Lesh is specifically not paying attention because he's looking out the window.
Rhea would definitely spot him like after he takes the syringe out, he like like wipes a little bit off of her arm with his thumb and like licks his thumb.
I catch
Uh,
that.
Rhea, you were fairly certain he could not do that before.
Oh,
I am
Okay,
unaware
so-
that roll to notice that.
Sure, go ahead.
Alright.
What's your awareness?
Yeah. Can I just like take half on trying to hide that so I don't have to
Sure.
roll?
Sure.
Okay, so you need to beat a 2 on your wits and awareness.
Okay, cool. So that, let me see. Where is it? Sorry.
And after you do that, I'm gonna tell
Four
the
successes.
storyteller the good and bad news.
It's 4 successes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, you noticed that. Oh, all right. What is the good news and what is the bad news?
It's a crit,
Oh, good.
Nice.
but it's messy.
Oh,
Not so
even
nice.
better. Even better. Are you
So-
using what I think you're using, my good sir?
Yeah, I'm using a taste for blood. So I get some cool stuff. Like I get
Alright.
to learn the specific type of supernatural creature that she is.
Okay, excellent. Excellent.
But it's also a messy crit. So I got 8 successes with a messy crit.
sweet baby
Ooh-wee.
Jesus. All right. All right. Let's see.
wow.
That's
Listen,
fine.
man, I took these new powers knowing that I wasn't going to be good at them, but banking on the fact that my BP is 2, so I get an extra die on all power rolls. So
So on a crit, so on a win, you can definitely tell she is a kindred. If a vampire, you can determine relative blood potency compared to your own. Jasmine, are you blood potency 2 or 1?
I'm just I'm just raised my hand. I want to see.
Not a
1.
problem. You're 1. So you could tell she is a little bit blood potency lower than you are. You have never committed diablerie, correct?
I've never committed diablerie, no.
Exactly. There you are.
Do
And
I
you
have
can
plans to, maybe, but not currently, no.
and you can determine the generation because that is still a crit.
13.
You're what?
13.
13.
Hmm.
There you go. I don't know if it gives. I don't
on
think it,
on a crit,
Does
if
it
the
give-
user knows the supernatural creature, they can identify the specific type. So
so clan.
yeah.
That
Toreador.
you have a baby Toreador.
What are the repercussions of this messy crit?
You are slowly putting 2 and 2 together as you do know where her embrace is. The person she was going to see and her clan. Yeah, you can put 2 and 2 together and assume that it equals 4. So that may irk you.
I
Or
like
however-
so
How
I
would
handed
Max
it-
react?
So like I look at Rhea and I'm like, do you want this back in the console or where do you want me to put it? There's clear like
Oh,
annoyance.
I'm driving. Yeah, no, in the console for now. It'll keep for a little bit.
Okay, I open up the center console and I put it in there and I'm like squinting at Jasmine and I'm like, how well did you know Aster? Like, were you guys ever
Broken voice.
close?
Close is not the word I would use.
Did you at some point feel like that you were utterly head over heels for him and would do literally anything?
I would say yes, but also I want to kill him.
Right, now you want to kill him, but like whenever like you
I've
first
always
met
wanted to
him,
kill him.
always?
I mean, I've always wanted to kill him.
Okay, but like it was still like a, oh my god, I love this person so much, but they get on my nerves, so like I can't live without them, but I wish they would die kind of situation.
How do I explain this? He took everything away from me, and I want him dead.
Did he embrace you?
don't know.
You don't remember. That's right. You told me that. Okay. There's a high chance that he embraced you. I'm just giving you
Sure.
a heads up.
That
The way
makes
that you've
my life
explained
more
to me
fucked
that
up,
you
but that's great.
Yeah, the way that you explained to me about how you feel about him. Yeah. Well, Rhea will be able to give you more information once she does her thing. I look nervously back at Rhea and I'm like, yes, right?
I have a question.
No, for sure.
Okay, what's your question?
Why did you lick my blood?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because I wanted to see how it tasted.
Is that a normal vampire thing? I mean, kindred thing to do?
I already told you that none of us are
kindred.
normal.
Relatively, then. Do people just go about licking other people's blood? I mean, kindred? Do other kindred just, like, is that part of normal kindred society? Would I be looked down upon if I started licking other people's blood?
Remember when you were human and like you were making a sundae and you accidentally spill a little bit of that delicious chocolate syrup and you just kind of wipe it off the side and lick it because you don't want it to go to waste? Yeah, it's kind of for kindred.
that's a good analogy.
Okay.
Like you probably shouldn't like swipe the chocolate syrup off of the counter and put it in your mouth because you don't know what's been on the counter, but nobody wants to waste the chocolate syrup.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Cool.
I look back at Rhea and I'm like, did you? Okay, we can talk about that later.
You get to where you are going. The familiar facade of the church is standing out. It is a lovely red brick building. Does not look like there's anything bad going on inside. It is, however, for Lesh and Jasmine, ridiculously spooky. If lightning would fork across it, it would fit right in. But you all arrive.
I should have known, my dude.
Seth does not want to leave the van. It is raining outside, and he is like, absolutely not.
Okay, yeah. So little primer before we go inside.
Yep.
The church is haunted 6 ways to Sunday. Okay, not maliciously, as far as I can tell, though. Like, if you get pop culture references, it's not Casper levels, but it's also not like his uncles. Like, it's somewhere in between.
Okay.
Right?
Lesh smiles and nods, for he completely understands this.
Yeah, like they're gonna like rattle all the stuff in the ceiling and like make the candles and stuff flicker and the occasional other kind of spooky stuff, but nothing's ever gonna like harm you.
Got it.
But just respect the dead.
Sort of like not poltergeist level, basically.
No,
They're
for sure not.
hanging out.
Like imagine if Casper was around, but he just was like complacent. If he was Casper the complacent ghost instead of the friendly ghost.
Dude, that actually happened in that one issue of RG's.
I have no idea what that is.
How are you going to mention Casper and not know about?
Because I've only seen the cartoons and the movies.
At this rate, Padre, I'm wondering what you haven't seen.
Other things. This place, if I called it Heaven's Halfway House for a reason, Jasmine. This is like pseudo Elysium. You remember what I told you about Elysium?
Sure.
Safe
a lot
place
of things,
for,
but I remember something.
yeah, like mandated safe place for all, like no fighting, no use of fancy powers and stuff like that. That's kind of what we have set up, but not official. So like,
Okay.
it's agreed upon that you don't mess with the church, but like we have to enforce it. None of the sects enforce it. It's our job to do that.
Okay.
What else? Please don't go in my office without asking me first. Apparently, I have to say that to people nowadays.
Seems like just a privacy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody
standard
must have stole too
privacy.
many communion wafers, my dude.
No, I don't keep those in my office. Those are in the rectory.
Whatever,
Also,
dude.
if
They're
you
probably
encounter-
stale.
If there's a door
Also, if you
that's
encounter a
locked,
locked door,
yeah, if there's a
locked
door
for a
that is
reason.
locked, it is locked for a reason. That means that the people that have the key are the only people that are supposed to go in there.
Sounds good. I have another. Is
There
this
are
just
rooms
like
for guests, so they're us proof, so you can sleep in them.
okay? I have another question. Is this like a church for kindred, or do humans hang out here as well?
No, it's a church, like an actual church.
Okay.
I am an actual priest. I am ordained by the
Do they
Catholic
know that
Church.
you're a vampire? I mean, kindred.
Does the church know that? No,
No, I mean like the people who attend the church. I don't know.
no,
I don't know how this works. Could be
They
like
don't.
another. Okay.
no. As far as they're concerned, I'm just a nocturnal person.
So there's like mass, but at night.
Yep.
Hmm.
Which works out because it turns out there are a lot of people that wish they could go to church. They can't do it during the day. So
Yeah, makes sense.
yeah,
Everyone's got demons to fight, dude, at
That's
all
right.
hours of the day.
with that being said, the don't feed on the congregation unless you get my explicit permission. That's a big no-no.
Okay.
I will put you into torpor if you do that. What else? Am I forgetting
What is
anything?
torpor?
Knocking you out.
Pretty much. It's a state between you being actually dead and the way you are now.
Is it a permanent thing? Like
No.
once you're in torpor, you're like gone.
Okay, so like in the movies, whenever they like the ones where if you stake a vampire, they don't like immediately turn to ash, it just like paralyzes them.
Mhm.
That's what it is.
Oh. So that
Like
part.
you'll still be able to be conscious of your surroundings. You can see
Oh,
and
that must be
hear and smell and taste. Like all your senses are still going to work, but you won't be able to move or do anything.
Must be
It's not
painful.
fun. I don't recommend it.
I see.
The only way that we can actually die, by the way, is by sun, fire, or beheading. And then I look at Lesh
Can I
whenever I
still
mention
eat
that.
garlic bread? I've been avoiding it for so long, but I just want to make sure.
You can eat bread still?
Yeah, can you
I
eat
haven't eaten
things?
anything because I've like watched all of these movies where like if you eat food, you just sort
Okay,
of like
some of us can eat still.
whatever.
That's a thing that some of us can still eat. If you're not one of those people, yes, you can technically, but you're going to throw it up within an hour. And it won't taste good at all. It tastes like you're eating like charcoal.
Oh.
and it's not pretty when it happens either.
Yeah, it's not. So
It,
definitely don't, like I told you about that whole concept of the masquerade, right? Like
Mhm.
when you throw all that up, it's going to be whatever you put in plus like a bunch of blood. So don't do that in front of people.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really gross.
Yeah, all right. It's a good thing I
But it'll
haven't tried.
obviously give you the wrong type of attention too. So like, did I forget anything, Rhea? Any other rules that I'm just like glossing over here?
rules for the church? No, I think that's it.
Okay.
Are you guys entering through the front door or the back door?
The back door.
Back door.
Let's
I'm
really
gonna
follow
pull in
Max.
under the awning in the back for the
I,
carport.
Hmm.
as we get out of the car, I like stop next to Rhea and I like take this little, it's clearly a watch battery. But you would recognize it without even like, do you have Sense the Unseen?
No.
Okay. Maybe you don't then. I'll leave that up to the storyteller.
You can roll me intelligence and occult.
There's the only reason that I even mentioned it is because of the sheer amount of success, the blood magic on this thing is super palpable.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't have Sense the Unseen, but I have been talking to the ghosties in a church for a while. That's one success.
You're fairly certain that is a bloodstone.
It's got the vibes.
It's got the vibes.
I hand it to you
Handing that
and
to
I'm
me?
like, what's up?
Are you handing that to me?
Yeah, I like hand it to you and I'm like, can you slip this on our guest insurance?
We have 3 guests.
Mhm.
Oh no, oh sorry, the stray.
No problem. And without even like just the whoosh, it like disappears into the bra, it's gone.
Okay.
Wow, impressive.
As you walk in, again, this is a creepy church. It doesn't look creepy, but the vibe is very creepy.
You know, Lesh is gonna holler, "What's up, ghost dudes?"
They're from the sanctuary area. Sounds like somebody knocked something over on the altar. You probably startled somebody, a ghost. It just was like, eh. Yeet. Rhea, the first thing that you notice when you get in the door is there is a door open that should not be open.
One moment, please. And I quick walk with as much composure as I can to the door.
No worries. I'm going to show these two around while you go check on things.
Rhea,
Thing.
you open the door and it was like this far open. When you pull the handle to pull it back, the top just falls back like somebody had yanked it off.
Those dang ghosts, I told you they don't hurt anybody, but they'll mess with our stuff. There's like a
Book it
panic
down the
look.
stairs.
Yeah, go make sure they didn't damage anything down there.
They ghosts.
You walk down the stairs. The cell where Vi had said she had put your little mystery guest, the door is completely ripped off of it. Your guest is gone.
I look around the room. I'm assuming that they were taken willingly, but I'm just checking. Is there any signs of a struggle?
No, you don't see any signs of a struggle.
Kick the door to the cage with my foot. Is there any blood anywhere?
You do not see any blood.
I compose myself. And as nonchalantly as I can, I walk back into the main portion of the church.
Max, where were you taking them first?
I would just it's not like a super grand place. It's like you literally come in the back and it's the door to the right leads to the downstairs to the basement / lab. And then there's another door to the left. And I'm like, okay, this is my office. You can see here, it has my name plaque on it. And then there's like a gold cross that's on there, but it's upside down. Just don't worry about that. Again, my office, ask if you need to go in or if I invite you. A little further down, I'm like, here's the guest rooms. There's some cots in there. And then I take them to the rectory. Hold on one second. Okay. So if it wasn't creepy enough already, in the rectory, it looks like a normal rectory until you like look up at the walls. So the ceilings are particularly high in this room compared to like the hallway and the offices and the guest room and stuff like that. It's kind of like a middle point between the actual like sanctuary and the back, because the sanctuary we're talking are like 15, 18 foot ceilings. They're way up there. But in here it's like 12 or so. And the walls are covered in just dozens of different styles of crosses. Like they're clearly from all different parts of the world, made with all different kinds of materials, but every single one of them is turned upside down. Yeah, so this is the rectory. This is where we prepare communion and all that stuff. The altar boys are in here, and you know, don't pay attention to the crosses. They do that on their own. I've stopped trying to make sure that they were correctly oriented a long time ago. It has something to do with my lineage.
Sure it's not the ghost dudes?
No, it's definitely not the ghosts. They don't like this room either.
At that
Jeez.
sound, it sounds like something else in the church has been knocked over.
You'll get used to it. It's not malicious, I promise.
No,
We're
I
just
get
having
it.
a party.
As I say that, I am going to turn on Oblivion Sight just to check to see if there are any of the ghosts in here. My eyes like glaze over and they go fully black.
In this room, no. They do not like this room at all and tend to avoid it entirely. There is one shimmery, sort of human-looking figure that looks like it's drifting in this way and then just makes an arc and goes through the wall around it. Like they are very clearly like, nah, not this room.
Okay, I blink again and they're just back to their normal, like, I gotta remember even what color I said my eyes were. Whatever, they're brown. I didn't put it on my character sheet. Yeah, so this is the rectory. I feel like you have questions about this, Jasmine, because I didn't explain this. I am what's called a La Sombra, and our vitae is tainted, is the best way for me to put it.
Okay.
It's very strange explaining this to you as a man of faith. There is a thing, a place
Mm-hmm.
called the Abyss. It doesn't do not know, it's not like heaven or hell or anything like the purgatory or whatever you want to believe in. It is specifically linked to certain abilities, and yeah, my clan along with like one other can manipulate the essence of that place.
Got it. When you say tainted, like if somebody drinks your blood, would they then be tainted too? Not that I'm interested in doing that. Just is that a condition where
Just drinks No. So like, if I gave you a cup of my Vitae and you drank it, it would not taste good to you, most likely. But you wouldn't be able to do that. So, discipline sharing, which is like the proper terminology for it, is actually kind of frowned upon in most circles. Except for the Sabbat. They actually encourage it.
Ah,
The Sabbat don't believe in clans. They think that kindred are all kindred, and like they just detest the idea of separated lineages. That's why they have the vinculum thing that I explained to you, mixing all of the different blood of different clans to make them one.
right.
But someone can teach you the disciplines that they know, the powers of their blood. But it is a willing thing. Like, one, you would have to drink directly from somebody. You can't do it in a cup or whatever.
Okay.
And they have to will the power to be learned by you. Unless you diablerize them, which you should not do. That is bad.
What is a diablerize?
So have you ever killed
Let's full
somebody?
attention is on this conversation now.
Have you ever killed somebody before?
I try not to. I have not.
Okay. So you can kill a person if you drink all their blood, right? Pretty simple logic there.
Yeah. That's pretty. I figured that's
that does not so much apply to us. You can drink all of the blood in a kindred system, and technically they won't die. You could drain them dry, and it would put them into torpor, just like what we talked about.
right. The thing
But
where,
Diablerie is where you go one step beyond that, and again, hear me out. Really weird, coming from a man of faith. You can drink another kindred's soul. You basically absorb their being into yourself, and that allows you to learn their abilities at the risk of their soul taking over your body.
got it.
So that's why it's a bad thing. That's why you shouldn't do it, because if your spirit is weaker than theirs, you will cease control of your own body and become a passenger in your mind as they now live as you.
Right. So they could it could go one way or the other.
Correct. And that's a very frowned upon thing. Like, Diablerie is really bad. There are ways that people can see, like, I know that I stop. There are ways that people can see if you have done that.
Right.
That's probably a good time for Anne to walk in on me, almost explaining that I know something. Rita, God, why? Sorry, I keep doing that. Yeah,
I'm
like,
just
as
gonna
I
really
stop
enjoy
myself,
walking in on a conversation about Diablerie. That's gonna be her favorite thing.
as I like almost give up the goose that I did the thing. But yeah, so
Well, Lesh seeing Rhea has returned. Lesh is gonna go over to Rhea actually and be like, okay, so Padre over there is giving the new one a history lesson and all, but we're gonna have to tell him about the map, and you know, his digs might be in danger and all.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, real quick, we're gonna do that in just a second. Maximus, real quick, church business. Can I speak to you just for a second outside in the hall?
yeah. So just as I'm like starting to walk out, Just don't do the diablerie, Jasmine.
Okay.
It's like it is punishable by death.
And it's the permanent one, right?
It's the permanent one. Yeah.
Lesh nods vigorously.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, like if you do that and somebody finds out, you will be hunted until they kill you. Usually.
Yeah. And there are ways of finding that out other than
Yes.
actually seeing it happen.
Correct.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is that
And I
what
close
Rhea
the door
can find
behind me.
out?
What's up?
Sorry, before you leave, is that what Rhea can find out with my blood?
She can, yeah. Hmm.
Okay, thank you.
I close the door. And I like make sure we walk like halfway down the hallway so it's harder to be heard. What's up?
So about the stray in the cage. That was a very brief situation, apparently.
I look at the door, which
They're
is off of its
gone.
hinges. Ah,
Gone.
unfortunate.
So now what?
I would like my watch battery back, please.
Fine. And I make a big deal about like going way in there and like digging it out, and I hand it back to him. Just anything I do to make him squirm about it, I'll do.
Yeah, and he does. He Maximus is not about the like he is like no physical nothing. It is taken weeks for him to admit that he and Ash are dating.
Could everyone also make me a wits and awareness roll?
Your favorite, huh?
It's my favorite. It's my favorite. Hush, hush. It's all good. All good.
Well,
One
there's no
success.
passive perception in vampire, so
I am reliant on the wits and awareness because there's no passive perception.
I got a 1 success, so.
One success, one success.
As well, yeah.
One. Max, what did you get?
oh, I thought you said everybody else.
No, everybody. Everybody, you included.
Starring everybody and me. There'll be song and dance. There'll be comedy. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that movie later. They ain't gonna stop me.
I got 5 with a crit. A regular crit.
Jasmine, Lesh, and Rhea. Again, it is still a spooky church. There are, things vibrating on occasionally. Jasmine and Lesh are still in the rectory, so the activity appears to be coming from outside. Rhea, you are still very upset about your door, because it's a mess. Max, you do hear very briefly the sounds of something clattering from your sanctuary.
Am I to assume that this is an unusual clattering?
Yes, this sounds like someone is playing with the confessional door.
Okay.
It has a very particular creak to it that you notice.
Yeah. I think I'm going to chalk it up to the ghosts for now. For the second, because this is like I'm just now hearing it and like.
Well, you've been
pretty important.
hearing other noises coming from the sanctuary, stuff falling over.
Okay. I look back towards that direction as I like pocket the battery again. Look at Rhea. Okay. We can't deal with that right now as much as I need. No, we need to. I'm sure you have questions. I will answer them. I promise. But not right now.
Also, you should know, when I ran into our friend of the Senator Lash, we found a map cafe was circled with a big X through it. A couple of other places that we know have been hit, and the church had a big old circle on it. We're targeted. I think first.
We that is concerning, but we know this place is a target. I mean, we got tagged twice by different groups, so we will handle that as it comes, because we have other priorities right now, unfortunately. Unless you think that
Gotta
there was
have their
cause for
laptop.
more immediate concern.
I don't know. I feel like if the Seneschal sent this guy to go check it out like now, then that's probably a little bit of an immediate concern. That seems a little prescient to me.
Okay, I can't take pictures with my phone. So if you have the map, take a picture of it and send it to I already forgot her name, Storyteller, but I know Alois has a secretary.
Alois
you-
does not have a secretary anymore.
Oh,
You could send it to Ash, Azra. You have both of their phone numbers.
okay. Send it to the sheriff or the hound, or both of them, and see if they can follow up with him to get us more information. What in God's name, as I look back, and like I can still hear the door of the confessional just being jostled with. I need something's going on in the sanctuary. This is hyperactivity. And I know bringing 2 new people here isn't aggravating our friends that much.
And I go back. I turn around and I go back into the room to take those pictures and send that text. And it will be a double text. I'll send it to the sheriff and the hound at the same time.
Oh, good. Okay.
That is my intention.
Making a note. Do you take a photo of the doors and send it to them as well? Or is it just the map?
The map. Because I'm not sure it's a connected incident, so I don't want to connect things that isn't connected.
Got it. Have noted. Max, are you heading to the sanctuary?
Yeah, I'm gonna go through the rectory.
You push open the doors. Again, it is actually lit in here. One of the lights is on. Because again, this is a church. People come in here on occasion. There, where the confessional is a little bit over into a corner. You can see as you get closer to it, the door is moving on its own. But there is also a streak of blood leading towards it. And you can see halfway through the door, looks like somebody's legs are hanging out of it.
I'm gonna look back into the rectory and I'm gonna like be like, Lesh,
What's up, Padre?
bring it down to a 2. We may have uninvited guests, and I am gonna rouse for prowess.
Well, you're in that. Lesh will as well. We'll even throw in a fancy flip.
I don't get hungrier.
Okay.
Well, shoot, depending on how these dice go, I may not get a fancy flip.
Should I be
Sweet.
worried?
Lesh doesn't get hungrier. Okay.
I look at Jasmine, I'm like, are you any good in a fight?
Honestly, I'm good at running away.
Then stay here.
Okay.
I'm like Lesh, come over here, and I like point to like go to the opposite side, just in case somebody tries to bolt away.
Lesh will not. He'll take position.
I'm gonna walk over to the confessional.
Inside, when you approach, the door stops moving. Whichever spooky specter was playing with it has obviously gotten your attention, which is most likely what they were trying to do.
I just say thank you.
The figure inside is sitting up, leaned against the panel that separates each side of the confessional. They are covered in blood, battered, bruised, still alive, because you can hear them breathing. And there is a note that is stuck through with one of the scalpels from downstairs. Right above their shoulder.
Do I see anybody else in the sanctuary?
No, it is empty.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly open the other side just to make sure nobody's hiding in there.
It is empty.
Okay. Lesh, can you head out the front and just do a quick look around to see if you notice anybody?
Lesh will give the thumbs up, and he'll get moving.
And I shout out to get Rhea's attention. Rhea, need your help in here.
I will come out, knife in hand, just a regular knife, but it's wicked. In
Define
hand.
regular.
Yes.
Like a combat knife, a trench knife, a
Pocket knife, butterfly
big sticker.
knife.
No, it's it kind of looks like a fancy dagger, but
Okay.
it's not magical or weird in any way. It's
Got
literally
it.
just a really sharp dagger.
Okay, straight up dagger. Okay.
Well, you can see the trail of blood leading into the confessional, and I'm like, I think he's still alive.
Of course, I can't help myself, so I go running over there, and I check the individual.
He is alive. It takes you a moment before you can figure out if you recognize the person, because his face is fairly swollen. Max, if you want to grab the note, you can.
I'm gonna wait until Rhea says it is safe to pull the scalpel out of this man that is barely alive.
It's above his shoulder.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
through his sholdder. It's above.
He's
his
not
shoulder.
gonna bleed out if we take it out.
No.
Okay. Yeah, then I will.
The note on it says there's some in Arabic above, and then there's like a line, and then there's like a written thing below it that just says stay out of my business, or the next time it will be worse. And there is a looks like somebody signatures at the bottom. It's very loopy and curly, a little hard to read. Rhea, as you're looking the figure over, it is the tattoo on the arm that you recognize that this is Raheem's touchstone, Vincent. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Cruelty. Fine.
Yeah.